Last year was massive for Brawl Stars, introducing many hype collaborations, a ton of brawlers, and even a full-on trophy overhaul. I think Brawl Stars needs more changes like this, and the devs have even confirmed they agree via their roadmap. So I've compiled a wishlist of 5 things Brawl Stars needs to see in 2025. Spoiler, these reference future videos, so let's hit 1K and get into it. This is a smaller one, but the biggest ones are ranked. The amount of disconnects I get on purpose is enough to make me hate myself, but I can't even suggest a ban, which is annoying. Although I can nitpick ranked, I have another idea. A way to choose your progression. Club Week was not very popular, but one thing the developers did get right was allowing you to choose your progression. Without this, everyone has had an imbalance with their currencies. I would love to see the best of both worlds. Speaking of balances, I think now more than ever is when Brawl Stars needs them. Last year's meta was healthier than previous ones from what I've heard, and although there will always be the new busted brawler on the block, this is good. Not every brawler has to be good, but I think every brawler should at least not be dookie butter, whether in the meta or their kit. Take Shelly and Lily for example. Both have been meta, but not for a well-balanced kit. Fast Forward is still terrible and is done injustice with a dash like Max. Lily, although good, would not be nearly as busted without her gadget. The other one is amazing, but Vanish is so good it can't compete. With an ever-increasing roster of brawlers, these disparities will only increase and become forgotten, but some brawlers need a lot more than balance changes. Hank, Doug, and Chuck need a rework. None of them can properly receive hypercharges until they do. These brawlers all have the potential to be viable in many more modes and generally a lot more fun, so a good hypercharge being slapped onto them wouldn't fix their core problems. I'll quickly go over some ideas for each. Doug could reincorporate his damage fall off and allow him to angle some range like Hank, then give him Buster's trait, not Barry's trait. Hank's would be to fix his second star power to have as much range as Ollie's, then make his super home, and for Chuck I can't even begin to summarize here. Rarities must have a strong foundation since the rest of the game draws upon it, especially with the addition of star drops. Ever since Chromatic and Trophy Road have been removed, there have been a lot of bloat in the epic and mythic rarities, which is inherently contradictory. Before I'd like to introduce newer rarities, I think brawlers in the existing ones should be moved around, since they're supposedly not based on complexity but a brawler's skill cap. You can already see the problem here. The newer rarities I would introduce to streamline brawlers a bit more are common and exotic. Essentially, brawlers in rare and super rare will be moved down, so El Primo and Shelly will be common, whereas Carl and Jackie will be rare. Then, some epics undeserving of the title will become super rare and so on. I think rarities should be a mixture of skill cap and complexity. Also, exotic, inspired by Carnage Game, would feature brawlers that affect a core mechanic that affects every brawler, such as Cola and Willow, and hybrids. Think of all the rarities like Minecraft's pickaxes. Exotic is like the gold one. It's not exactly linear and serves its own purpose. Last but certainly not least, I want to see a gear overhaul. To add new gears and gear rarities, we need to rework the current system. The gears we know, super rare, should be a flat boost of 10% without conditions. However, you can equip the same gear twice, the second equip having half effectiveness. For example, 2 damage gears will give 15% extra damage, but a damage and speed gear will give 10% of each. This allows you free reign on building and exploring the capabilities of each brawler more, and spices up the meta for specific interactions, like if a brawler with 15% more damage would 3-shot a brawler that would normally 4-shot. But why stop there? Mythic gears overall enhance a brawler super, but they're really good on average, so I'd like to introduce another mechanic. Gears with higher rarities than super rare will always be equipped first and always reduce the effectiveness of the second gear, although you can't stack gears with higher rarities than super rare. I know I sped through all of these ideas, but these would overall make Brawl Stars the best it can be. If you liked any of these ideas, they eventually will be full videos down the line, so consider subscribing, and until next time.